Hello, hello. I'm Sasha of Sasha Makes Cards, and today I'm here with Whimsy Stamps sharing how I made a pretty easy Halloween card featuring the Halloween Expressions Stencil, as well as a sentiment from the Going Catty Stamp Set. You can really use any stamp set you have for this. Lots of the Whimsy stamp sets have it so that you can kind of build your own sentiment, so that's what I did with this stamp set. Now, I did stamp the sentiment off camera just because it's very simply stamping a sentiment on a strip of cardstock and trimming it. I decided to go with the sentiment, "Have a Haunting Halloween." I stamped the sentiment using my personal favorite black ink, which is the Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink. You can also trim it however you would like. If you want a more rugged, kind of rustic, spooky Halloween look, you can fussy cut it and distress the edges a little bit. I went for a simple sentiment strip by trimming it using my guillotine trimmer. Which, come to think of it, I really didn't think of distressing the strip beforehand. I definitely could have, should have. I do love distressing things when I'm crafting and making cards, so that could have been a fun approach to making it maybe a little bit more spooky, but I just ended up going the simple route for today. Although I will say, if you are mass producing Halloween cards for a Halloween party you're having or something like that, quickly stamping a little sentiment strips like that, and trimming them using a guillotine trimmer is definitely the way to go. Now, I kept this card very simple. All I did was use the stencil. I did obviously stamp the sentiment, but other than that, there is no stamping involved, no die cutting. It is a very easy card to make. I used the Halloween Expressions Stencil and created a simple, almost kind of patterned background using all of the spooky, of course, Halloween expressions on the background of my card. Now you can stencil these on however you would like. I ended up using some red ink for this. I'm using the Candied Apple Distress Oxide. It's a nice, vibrant red ink that I think works perfectly to create that kind of spooky effect with the Halloween faces. However, you can use whatever you'd like that would work with the stencil. I was playing around with some other methods. You could color it in, you could use a spray. I was actually originally going to use a spray, but then I very quickly realized I don't actually have the red spray that I thought I did. I thought I had a Candied Apple Distress Oxide spray or a spray stain, but I didn't quite have that. I have a couple of red sprays, but they're glittery, which could be a very fun effect. It just wasn't quite what I was going for. So I ultimately decided just to use the Candied Apple Distress Oxide with a detail blending brush. To stencil on the faces themselves, I used some tape to tape down my card background onto my work surface, as well as tape just to tape the corners of the stencil so I can very easily move it around. If you have a sticky mat and that's how you prefer to stencil, you can use that. My sticky mats lately haven't been keeping the stencils on very well, so I either have to maybe wash them a bit better or get another one. But especially for this one, since I'm constantly moving the stencil around to create, of course, that pattern effect, I found just using two pieces of tape held it on really well. I also decided to grab two pieces of sticky notes. You can use just scrap pieces of cardstock, whatever you have laying around that works, just to almost kind of mask off certain areas to make sure that they didn't get too inky outside of what I was trying to actually ink. Because even though I am using that nice little detail blending brush, I always seem to get ink where I don't want it. So I find using the sticky notes or something to kind of mask off certain areas of the stencil help at least a little bit with that. Now for the tape, you can use whatever tape you prefer. I really like using, for this I use painter's tape. I like to go to the dollar store, buy a really cheap roll of painter's tape. I think it's about $1.25, $1.50, and it's a good size roll, and it lasts you for quite a while. All you have to make sure is that it doesn't tear the paper, but because it's designed to peel off easily, I've never had a problem with it, and I think it works really well. However, I will say if you are using a non-specific crafting tape like I am, and you are worried about it peeling or tearing the paper, what I like to do is just stick it onto my clothing and peel it off a few times, almost just like I'm using a lint roller, and then use it for crafting. It just kind of helps, makes it a little more low tack, and reduces the risk of it tearing your paper. Once I was happy with the patterned effect, the background that I created using the Expressions Stencil, I decided to add a little bit more color and a bit more of a spooky touch using some black soot distress oxide. I very lightly just blended it around the corners of the card, almost creating kind of a vignette effect that it gets darker along the edges of the card and lighter in the middle. At this point, I was really debating about splattering the card a little bit, as I always love a good splatter. I love incorporating mixed media elements and splatter when I can. However, I didn't, as like I said earlier, I don't have the kind of red spray that I wanted, and that's kind of what I wanted to splatter it with. So I decided to just keep it simple and go with what I had. And in the end, I still think it looks quite nice. Now to finish off the card, all I did was use some liquid adhesive, glue my background panel onto an A2 size card base, and then glue my sentiment strip right in the middle of my card. I did play around with putting the sentiment strip on an angle, but I decided to just go with a simple straight line for it. Now it is best to use a T-square ruler or some sort of straight edge while doing this. However, I didn't know where mine was, so I just eyeballed it and hoped for the best. But anyways, that is my completed card today, this simple Halloween themed card. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to check out the description below for a list of the supplies from Whimsy Stamps I used to create this card, as well as links to both my social media and the Whimsy Stamps social media. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.